Peace, this is Jerome from Lightcode. Today I want to talk about the heart. Yet another video talking about the heart. Today I want to tell you new things that I've learned, a few new unveilings and discoveries and revelations I've come to on my path in my journey forward on ascension, and things that have been important and things that have been very powerful that I like to share with you and allow you to discern, discover, and maybe integrate for yourself. So one thing about the heart is that it's conscious. That's the most important thing about the heart, besides it being made of unconditional love, as love, like a manifestation of the universe in a physical body. Besides that, it's very conscious. It's a place where you can exist and you can feel and sense and live from. In that space, you are you magnified as the original creator of your own soul, as the original expression of your own soul, as the original embodiment of who you are and how you've come to be now here incarnated in your life here on the planet Earth. Okay, so some things that I've come across are how the heart allows you to rise and live and breathe and expand above anything and everything that comes along your way. You can actually move and be so resilient and dynamically untouched by what goes on around you just by embodying your heart, just by embodying the next level of your heart. And I had to kind of go through a development, more or less transfiguration, to be able to make this video and show you and tell you about it. Okay? Your heart starts out as a pumping pulse when your body is developing. That's all that there is. It's just your heart. And then your body folds out of your heart. And then your heart becomes the center of your body as your body forms around it when you are about to be born. And the heart is something that is always there at the center and has always continued to pulse and give you life and bring energy through you, and always will continue to. Alright? So the heart is love. The heart is unconditional love in a space where you are safe, you are unified, you're oneness within the universe. And when you perceive that with the heart, you start to be able to change and grow and develop the heart even further than previously seen. So the Christed heart is something that can uplift you and allow you to be more of who you are, be more of yourself, be more of your fifth dimensional form without struggling to stay conscious and to stay aware when you're in the density of the third dimensional realm, constantly being inundated with a whole bunch of nonsense you have to deal with every day. You can literally be in the trenches, and then you can be also etherically out of the trenches at the same time. So the way to do this is by embodying the Christed version of the heart. The visual I get of this is a heart, right? It's like a heart And then it's got a pure white ring of light going around it, and it has a sword in front of the heart that's also inside the ring, and then the heart's on fire. Okay, so that's the Christed version of the heart. That's the sacred heart of Jesus or of the Christ. Okay, that visual, if you use that visual and like kind of like hold it like within your chest, you'll float and fly and be able to get through anything. You can literally fly through the astral. You can literally escape any type of bondage, any type of density, any type of confusion or negativity, anything trying to hold on to you. Remove any attachments. You can do anything. Literally, you'll literally start flying. It feels like you're floating in your body when you start to embody this type of development, especially when you place it in your chest. It's like a new you. It's like a version of you that you never knew existed, but you always have known somehow. So when you get there, you start to remember. You start to remember, and then you start to live it. You know, you start to live it, because in this space, nothing can touch you. In this space, you are who you say you are, because you're saying it. And when you say it, your words are law, because you are God. So when I came to this realization, I was just doing my artwork, you know, just going through my process as I usually do. I'm usually just chilling, just thinking about ideas. And when I finally get around to doing an idea, like sketching out an idea, I'll do it. So I was just like, I'm just going to draw my heart. I'm going to do that. So when I did this piece of art, Jesus came through as the Christed heart being. He's like the embodiment of the perfect heart. He's the blueprint, or the fundamental baseline of what the heart truly is, perfected as an ascension baseline. Alright, so I didn't plan this. I didn't say, I'm going to draw my heart and it's going to turn out to be Jesus's heart also. It just turns out that everybody has a Christed heart within them. Everybody is a Christed being. Everybody is God or a goddess. Everybody is a king or queen. And these are the things that are important for you to remember. So when Jesus came through, he started telling me a lot about the heart. He started showing me the heart. He started to work with me with the heart. Okay, he started to tell me things and show me things a lot deeper than I could have possibly known without doing the art and going in and feeling and then listening to what I just created and feeling through what I just created. So I'll show you the piece of art. I'll put it up in this video, and what it is, it's the heart that's in a pillar of light, a green emerald pillar of light, the green ray of light of ascension, the pillar of light of ascension. So in that pillar, that's the bandwidth of the heart, the green, as the green chakra, as the green energy that has the green chakra. That's why I chose that color. So in that pillar, if you ever work with that pillar, it helps you clear your heart, helps you clear anything that you're going through that can trouble you on that level. That's why I like to get out into nature and kind of just feel green energy coming through, through the water, through the trees, through the sun, and through the ground and soil and just everything. Everything is love in that green pillar of light, in that green energy, that green ascension ray of light. Alright? So when you take that energy and you use it as a baseline, so where your heart is centered in that pillar, in a perspective to where it's phase conjugated and it has perfect energy going around it, as you see a ring like going around the heart, you create a Christ heart, apparently. So that's what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share with you the things that I came across when learning about the heart and developing the heart and going deeper into the workings of the heart and what the heart truly is. And I urge you to start working with Jesus. He's like a friend and mentor and brother to me. I've personally known Jesus most of my life now. Like, it's like I've known Jesus and I've worked with him back, in like the late 2000s, and I'd known him through Christianity back when I was a Christian, and then, of course, I had to leave Christianity for obvious reasons. Yet ever since then, coming back to Ascension, you realize that Jesus is actually, our brother. He's our teacher. He's our guide. More or less, he's somebody who is developing the charge and lead of the human race into Ascension. He's the guy who's like a lot more than you realize. If you know your higher selves, you know them as embodiments of who you are. So Jesus will tell you, work with your heart, be with your heart, stay in your heart, live from your heart. And he's right. He's right. If you ever work with Jesus, his answer to everything is, and what's he doing? He's pointing to his heart. He's pointing to the sacred heart of a Christed heart. And that can mean a lot of things. It can mean get back into your heart. It can mean use your heart. It can mean use your heart more. It can mean feel from your heart. It can mean use compassion. It can mean listen. It can mean start caring more about other people. It can mean start speaking your truth and letting people know that you love them. It can mean a lot of things. And you have to use your intuition to understand what it means, because when you work with Jesus, he'll tell you things, but at the end of the day, he's basically just going to point at his heart. And when you realize that, you have to use your own brain, okay? Because he'll also say, now that you're in your heart, also use your head. There, guy or girl. He's like a no-nonsense teacher. He's going to tell you exactly what you need to hear, and he's not going to sugarcoat it. And it's a funny thing. It's a real funny thing to work with Jesus now, to actually tell you that I know Jesus and I actually understand where he's coming from, and I know his dealings in the world, and I know what he's in charge of as the world develops on a political level, on a social level, on a spiritual level, on an ascension level. A lot of things. He'll take you into yourself and show you all these things about where he exists, what is happening, what he's doing, and what is the purpose of it. And these are the things that are important for you to understand if you're working with the heart. If you're working with the heart, you can't avoid Jesus. You can, and you can give it another name, but you're still working with the Christed heart. You're working with something that is beyond our total understanding, because we don't really know where the Christ energy came from. It came from another universe. The ascended masters like Jesus, Buddha, Saint Germain, Mary, all of them, they're just embodiments of this energy. They were born, and then they ended up adopting that energy and living as that energy. Nobody really knows where it came from. People don't even know where humans came from. Humans have been around forever, like actually forever, before this universe, before the universe, before this one, before the universe, before that one, before the universe, before that one. It's just like we are eternal beings and we just continue to evolve and evolve and evolve and live and live and live and develop more and more and more and get better and better and better. I urge you to just open up your mind and listen to what your heart has to say. Listen to what Jesus has to say. Listen to yourself and embody more of that clarity, understanding, and compassion and wisdom that you have deep within. Alright? I love you. Peace and love. If you guys would like a session, I do sessions at quantumlight.org. I do tutor coaching, energy readings, custom art, numerology readings, all of it. I also have a organite line and clothing line, empath.com. Check that out. Get a whole bunch of gear and cool organite to protect your house and your vessel. And more of that coming soon. So peace and love. Talk to you guys soon.